that's the end of Let's Play Call of Duty, or so it seems. I haven't been able to find any, whoa, explosions. I haven't been able to find any, bonus missions or extra content to show, other than the expansion pack, but that's its very own game. So, that'll be another Let's Play in its entirety, much like I'll handle the Medal of Honor expansion pack Let's Plays when I get around to doing them. Now, I don't really just want to sit on my ass for the rest of the month and not do anything, because I want to start my next big LP in January. So, I'm going to probably do a few shorter games. You can hear me over the explosions, that is. Shorter games, perhaps a few Flash games, or games I know I can beat in less than 20 or 30 videos for the course of the month. That sort of thing. And, the next voting video will probably be out sometime, I'd say later this month, probably, around the 20th, 25th, sometime in that time frame, once I get everything together. I want to do System Shock as my next Let's Play. The first System Shock, mind you. I'm not first Let's Play. Excuse me, boys, I'm gonna have to turn you down a bit. Sorry if you could see the volume bar, but that's how this laptop volume thing works. Anyway, I wanted to do System Shock 1 as my next Let's Play, but it's on DOS, and I have to use an emulator called DOSBox to work with it. And DOSBox doesn't necessarily like running fraps, so I'm going to have to edit some parts of it so that it will work. And if it doesn't end up working and I don't like how it's going to turn out, then I'll do something different, probably Earthbound or Breath of Fire, one of the two. I'll have a toss-up to see which one that is. I've decided that in the voting video, I'm going to include every game I could possibly do right now, including games that I said I wouldn't do for a while, like the expansion packs for Medal of Honor, the expansion pack for this game, and any game that I can download and play off Steam, which is quite a bit. So the PC category of the voting video should be very big compared to last time. I've also got several new games in my own possession. What else? Oh yes, Wednesday is my last day of college, yeah! Then again, I'm not completely done with it. I'll have to register for next semester, but, you know, awesome. Last final on Wednesday, and it's not going to be too hard. Finals went well today. Yeah, go on, soldiers. Go, go, go! Clear that church, man. Clear it. It's like that church in Medal of Honor Allied Assault where there was that secret passageway. This is a pretty nice credit sequence. It's action-y. I like it. That's why it was a loading screen. Most credits don't have a big loading screen. I always like to show the credits to a game if I can. I couldn't do it with Silent Hill, though, which was unfortunate. For some reason, the game kept glitching whenever I showed the cutscenes. If you've seen that LP, you know what I mean. I think if I did PlayStation games on this system, they would not lag like they did on my old computer. Or at least, I don't think they would. The lag problem was mostly because my video card was rather bad, and Fraps is demanding in terms of the resources that it requires to record games, especially at higher resolutions. But on this computer, I imagine that when I eventually get to having PlayStation games available again, I reinstall EPSXE and get all my ROMs on here, it shouldn't lag anymore. But that might be sometime in January or not. I'll see if I can get EPSXE back and have the PlayStation games back on again. Because I'd like to do Let's Plays of like the Resident Evil games and games like that. Because I've always been a fan of Resident Evil. Well, not always been a fan of Resident Evil. I've only played the second game. But I have the fourth game for my Wii. I just haven't gotten around to playing it yet. Yeah, I know, RE4 is awesome. I've heard so much about it, but I just haven't gotten around to playing it yet. I've been too busy with this game, and with schoolwork, and other games, and, you know, this keeps getting pushed back and back and back. What else? I'm not sure what else to talk about right now. Let me think of something. Oh, yes. If you have any ideas for a very short game that I could play during the course of, oh, say, the rest of the month, if I recorded regularly, which I probably will, because I won't have anything else to do. If you can think of a short game you think I could beat maybe, you know, 15, 25 videos, then please tell me, because I'd be interested in doing that to round out the month. Because I just don't want to sit down and do nothing for the rest of the month. That would be kind of, lame and boring. I do have one game in mind, but it's not really a game. It's sort of a... it's hard to explain. You'll see it when you see it, if I can get it recording. But that will only take me, 15 minutes to do, and not really any sort of time taken up by that. I could probably do it today. So if you have any ideas, send me a PM or something. Rounding out the credits. I imagine some of the people... What? Oh, no cows were harmed in the making of this game. Because there were, dead cows in parts of the missions. Those who have long enjoyed such privileges as we enjoy forget in time that men have died to win them. FDR. My favorite president. Here we are at our lovely loading screen. We can start a new game or do a whole bunch of other crap. This was fun. I like this game. Out of the 3 Call of Duty games I play, Call of Duty Finest Hour, Call of Duty Big Red 1, and, well, Call of Duty, this one's definitely the best one. It's very cinematic. Very cinematic. That's something that it catches a lot. I guess you could say that out of the main World War II based franchises, Call of Duty is the most fluidly action-based one. Medal of Honor is the most cinematic one, and Brothers in Arms is the most tactical one. I haven't played a Brothers in Arms game, so I don't know, but that's just a guess. All in all, a very good game. I can see why this was, as the packaging claims, Game of the Year in 2003. This must have been amazing back then, and still is today. It's a very nice game, and I look forward to playing the expansion pack eventually, even though it's really just adding a few new missions. Apparently the expansion pack was mostly geared towards improving the multiplayer, which is understandable, because a game like this really thrives on multiplayer once the single player runs out. So, that's the end of my Call of Duty Let's Play. Thank you very, very much for watching, subscribing, commenting, PMing, messaging, whatever else. As long as you took part in it, great job. And it's really you guys that make this possible, because if nobody was watching these, I'd probably just, crumple up and just not do anything particularly nice. But you guys are awesome. Love you guys. Thanks. I'll see y'all whenever I see y'all. Goodbye.